They've adjusted the point system. They tried to make the Cup more competitive. That obviously didn't work this year, and it begs the question now, can the President's Cup be saved? For more on that, let's bring in SI senior writer Alan Shipnuck now via Skype. And Alan, you had an article on Golf.com with some interesting suggestions on how to save the President's Cup. Obviously coming from you, a little bit tongue-in-cheek in there, but overall, what is your biggest gripe with the President's Cup matches?
It's just a bad product. I mean, sporting events are not fun when the outcome is preordained. And we know the internationals are going to lose. They lose every time. It's only a question, will they keep it sort of close or are they going to get blown out? So something needs to radically change. Otherwise, why even bother? It's just not that much fun to see the U.S. blow them out every time. And when they take the event to a far-flung place and the U.S. players a little more apathetic and jet lagged, the internationals have a chance to keep it close, like we saw 2 years ago. But in the U.S., it's just not a fair fight.
Guys, you're looking at Alan's proposals to revive the President's Cup. Anything catch your eye? You got the wives and girlfriends taking part in a contest, the ex-presidents maybe actually competing. Anything you like on the list, guys?
I like the idea of making the captains and assistant captains play. I think I would have loved to see Tiger, even at like a C player, have to play this year, or Nick Price on the other side. I mean, that would just make it a little bit more fun. But to like Alan's point, it's like preordained, and we're kind of getting at this point where the tour, God bless them, it's a contrived event as a response to the PGA of America's Ryder Cup. And when it was started, it was a nice idea with the bushes and the whole deal. But it's just sort of like, you know, we're going to have like a 1985 scenario with the Ryder Cup to make it important.
Yeah. Alan, you hear Pharrell bring up the PGA Tour after such a blowout. Do you think the Tour steps in here again and tries to make some more changes before the 2019 matches in Melbourne?
It's good timing in that the Tour has a new commissioner in Jay Monahan, and he's kind of set himself up as this agent of change. And so, you know, the President's Cup was Tim Fincham's baby, Monahan's predecessor. So it'd be hard for Fincham to raise his hand and say, you know what, this sucks, we need to blow it up. He created it. I think Monahan can kind of come in and say, all right, let's take a fresh look at things. And I mean, a very simple solution, I think. I mean, obviously a lot of those on that list were kind of jokey, but you could make it a 3-day event like the Ryder Cup, make the team smaller, reduce the number of matches, and that would give the internationals a better chance because it just narrows the talent gap. You get to the depth of the U.S. team is really the difference. If you take the top 8 internationals against the top 8 Americans, they could keep it a little closer. But again, the tour builds the amount of hype and the ad campaigns and the social media onslaught. This is one of their showcase events. So do they want to downsize it? Do they want to shrink it? I don't think so. I think we're just kind of stuck with the President's Cup as it is, and we're going to have to readjust our expectations. Maybe there's a new wave of players who are being built in a lab somewhere in China or something like that. We can have an influx of young talent that will turn the tide. But I'm afraid we're just kind of stuck with the President's Cup. And if we all lower expectations far enough, then we won't be too disappointed. But the only easy solutions are ones that the tour is going to reject. And so I don't know where we go from here, to be honest.